YouTube. Thank you to everybody that stopped by today. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 best used cars to buy in 2023. That's also under $10,000. We're going to break up all the cars into the price, gas mileage, reliability, car part prices, and also problems. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. So the first car that we're going to be going over today is the Toyota Corolla. Now, if you guys don't know anything about the Toyota Corolla, it's one of the most reliable vehicles that you could personally buy. One of the benefits of having this car is the parts are really cheap, so any problems that you do run into, you can easily buy the part and replace it, and it won't cost a lot. So here's a 2016 Toyota Corolla S that I found for just up under $10,000. This is a really good deal right here. Here's another Toyota Corolla right here. This is a 2013 Toyota Corolla LE. Now, the only reason why I didn't start off with this one first is because this one has a branded title, and some people are intimidated by that. So the first one right here, which is just up under $10,000, actually has a clean title, and they're both really around the same price. It's all about you. This one has 84,000 miles. This one has 176,000 miles. So you pick your poison on which one you want. Me personally, I would go with the rebuilt title, mainly because it has less miles in it. Let's be honest here. You're just trying to get from point A to point B. So this car will definitely do that. But yeah, no, I'm going to be sure to have all the links down in the description below so you can click and do your own research, but we're going to go over just a few of them. So the gas mileage of the Toyota Corolla is 26 to the city and 33 to the highway. The reliability of the Toyota Corolla is a 4 out of 5 stars, so that's really good. That's above average. So some of the common problems that you're going to run into with the Toyota Corolla, as the mileage starts getting higher and stuff like that, you're going to run into the check engine light due to the evap system. The cost to diagnose that is around $80 to $120. The other issue that you're going to run into is that the automatic shifter will not shift correctly. Like I said, this is just problems that you're going to run into with higher mileage, or as you start getting into like that 100,000 range, even higher. Another issue that you could potentially run into is a faulty starter, and the cost to replace that is $316 to like $427. So that's a little expensive, but it's not $1,000, so it's not that bad. And there's not really many issues. I personally know somebody that has a Toyota Corolla, and they really don't do nothing to it. They just drive it, and that thing's still up and kicking. So this is one of those cars where you could buy it, you know, make sure everything looks good, make sure all the parts is good, and you could just drive it. It's going to last you a lot of miles, and I think it's a great deal. You guys should definitely buy a Toyota Corolla. So the next car on our list is a bit iffy because this is one of those cars that you really want to get at lower miles, but it's still reliable at higher miles. You just got to be either mechanically inclined or you just got to stay on top of it. But this car is the 2013 Subaru Legacy. Now, the reason why I say you should try to get one that has as least miles as possible, even though you have a budget of $10,000, still try to get one that has the least amount of miles, because with these cars, it has a lot of cooling system issues. So, basically you're going to blow a head gasket if you don't stay on top of it. But it's also been reports of the car that's like the mechanic has said that it's still pretty good, or the mechanic has stated that everything looks good, the cooling system looks good, and it still blew up 2 days afterwards. Somebody actually reported that. I'm going to have everything linked so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I mean, other than its cooling system, I'm pretty sure this car is known for its drivetrain system and how reliable that is. But here's some of the issues right here. You got cooling system problems. You got O2 sensor recalls, which won't cost you anything. Failure in ABS causing pump to run continuously and wear down the battery. But other than that, I mean, this is just one of those cars where you just want to go through all the recalls, see what you can get for free, because as you can see, it has 78 recalls. But other than that, I mean, it's still a vehicle. Just keep it well maintained. Try to get one that has as least miles as possible, and you should be good to go. The miles per gallon for this vehicle is 24 through the city and 32 to the highway, so it gets pretty decent gas mileage. Reliability rating is a 3.5 out of 5, so it's still above average even with all the cooling issues. If you can land one that's just pretty much in good condition, you'll be all right. And the annual repair cost is about $575. So if you just got a little bit of money to the side, like I said, you should be okay. Overall, it's a well-balanced car. Me personally, I wouldn't buy a Subaru mainly because of the cooling issues. But if you can find one that's in good condition, then you should be all right. But it's a vehicle. Every vehicle has issues. So the next car that we have on our list is a 2011 Honda Accord. Everybody knows about Honda. We all know that it's pretty much the same thing. Like, it's neck and neck with Toyota. The parts are really cheap. It's really reliable. They could last so many miles. But we're gonna go over the cost and some of the issues. So here's a 2011 Honda Accord right here. I found for about just under $10,000. This one right here has 151,000 miles. Just like the Toyota, this is one of those cars where you could just get in and drive, and then it would pretty much just run for as long as you needed to. And then, like I said, all the parts are pretty much really cheap for it. So this car is known for its gas mileage it gets 22 miles per gallon to the city, and it gets 33 miles per gallon to the highway. So that's really, really good. Reliability rating of it is a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So again, above average. Specifically, the 2011 Honda Accord comes with non-recall, so you guys can go to your local dealership or whoever and try to get those fixed up free of charge. Okay, so most of the issues associated with the 2011 Honda Accord is mainly just airbag issues, engine rattling, power loss, and power steering failure. But other than that, your car is just going to be running really, really strong. And like I said, the parts are cheap. So my whole point of making this video is just to get you guys that's a car that you can afford, that's reliable, and with cheap parts. Who wouldn't want that? And they can also last for a lot of miles. We all know that Honda Accords, we see them all over the street. They can last for a really long time. I personally recommend buying one of these. And then, you know, if you're on a little tuner side, you could do like a little engine swap. You could tune it up. But we'll talk about that in another video, of course. Just talking about reliable cars today. I took it upon myself to actually look for the power steering pump for the Honda Accord. And as you guys can see, you can spend anywhere from $78 to $300. It all depends on how much you want to spend on it. But me personally, I'll try to get the $80 one. As you can see, not that bad to replace it. So next up on the list, the reason why I chose this car is because personally, I've experienced this car. My mom's had this car for like a really, really long time. And I can tell you guys right now, these things can last. Before we had like a little situation, it actually ended up getting stolen. But before like all that had happened, this car actually lasted around like, it was almost at 300,000 miles. Like, I'm not lying to you guys. Like, these cars can last a really long time. Me personally, if you're looking for a car that's gonna last you, like if you want something that's just gonna get you to work and you don't want no monthly payments or nothing like that, you just want something that's gonna last, get you one of these. I'm not lying to you. I found this one right here for just up under $8,000, 163,000 miles. Now the gas mileage is really low, but that's because it comes with a V8 engine. So if you want to, you could push out. It has the Vortex. I'm pretty sure it has the Vortex engine in it. It has the big boy engine in it, so you could do a lot. But other than that, I mean, it's still really reliable, and most of the problems associated with it. Well, before we talk about the problems, yeah, look, it could last anywhere from 200,000 miles up to 300,000. Most of the issues associated with it is just no start due to anti-theft system failure, and then many other that I'll have linked in the description below so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I'm telling you guys from personal experience, this car could last, or this SUV could last like a really long time. So last but not least, this has to be the fastest car on the list, coolest car. We got the 2009 Nissan GT-R Premium. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not only is this car the best looking car on the list, but it also comes with a 3.8 liter engine. It comes with a 3.8 liter V6, comes with 480 horsepower, and it goes 0 to 60 in just only 4 seconds. This car is legendary and is known for its all-wheel drive, so it dominates on the highway. And the price of this car is, $62,000. Yeah, I know I technically am supposed to be following the $10,000 rule, but I just had to add a GTR on here. I love it so much. Tell me you wouldn't be happy with one. But realistically though, I was just making a quick video today. Make sure you guys check out my content. I have tons of cool content. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully I can see you guys in another video. And be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications for more future content. Peace.